asked a college relayer to come up here and talk to you all about building the fun and re-energizing relay for 2015, but from what I saw yesterday at the 80s dance party, and I'm pretty sure a few of you snuck into the AT&T conference and did some karaoke, it seems as though you all know how to build the fun. But just like your dance moves, your hairstyles, and the clothes you wore yesterday, Relay for Life looks, feels, and sounds different today than it did 30 years ago. By being creative, innovative, and not afraid to flaunt our short shorts every once in a while, we've been able to engage an audience. We've been able to create the world's largest movement to end cancer. In my generation, Generation Y wants to be a part of it. There's been a lot said about my generation, but for us, we want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. We want to be a part of the world's largest movement to end cancer. And we want to help create a world with less cancer and more birthdays. And as Adam mentioned, talking about the history of our student market, how we have evolved and where we are today, we've learned some things along the way. For example, our college students are incredibly manipulative as long as we offer them some free food every once in a while. I'm guilty of that, I can admit. But our high school relayers, maybe they just really, really love relay because they just really love sleepovers. Could be, never know, but we always take those novel ideas, the things that may have gotten students involved once or twice, but they're not the things that have kept them involved. They're not the innovative foundation upon which our relay traditions, the relay standards that we know and love in all of our events today, have evolved. Those novel improvements may have led to growth once or twice, but when we're looking at 2015, when we're looking at re-energizing our market, both the community market and our campus market, we don't want people to participate in relay once or twice. We want them to relay for life. Are you with me? And over the years, students have innovated. Students have adapted to their audiences like never before. It's why we're successful. And it's why we take a think annual approach to our Colleges Against Cancer programs. Because like Dr. Sefrin mentioned yesterday, the American Cancer Society has a presence on over 500 college and university campuses. But it's more than just a presence. Each and every single day, we are actively bringing the mission of the American Cancer Society to students, faculty, staff, and community members in need. We are the voice of the American Cancer Society. We are the grassroots volunteers, and we will continue to help save more lives each and every year. And we know how to make it interesting and keep it interesting, especially through our marketing efforts. And that comes down to three components: our what, our how, and our why. But we understand that marketing a relay event isn't going to be as successful as if we market a relay experience. But the tough part about that is that relay means something different to every single individual across the country, let alone in this room. We talked yesterday about the feeling that you get at relay, how it's different, what keeps you involved, what got you involved, and why you keep recruiting people to come back year after year after year. That feeling that you get at 7 p.m. or 1 a.m., it's not the caffeine withdrawals, it's not the Red Bull kicking in, but it's something different. It's something special, and it's something incredibly hard to define. On our campuses, we talk about this thing called our campus culture. It's our identity, and it includes everything about us. It's our football teams, our fight songs, our mottos, our mascots, and the academic institutions upon which we learn. It's the reason why students call a school home, and it's the reason why most college students really don't want to leave after 4 years. I'm guilty of that as well. But that campus culture is so much a part of our identity that we need to include that if we're looking at building Relay as the community event that we all know and love. Because if we don't include our campus culture, if we don't include the components of our identity, the traditions that we have, the things that we love, what is fun to our campus as a whole, we are not going to be successful. And when we innovate, we're always looking to innovate year after year. We don't look at our committees. We don't ask them what they find fun, but we look at our campus culture as a whole. We look at what the fight against cancer means to our campus community, and we look to make sure that our Relay for Life event is allowing all of our students, mobilizing students, faculty, and staff to make the biggest difference that they can possibly make. But the tough thing to say is that campus culture is incredibly hard to define. It's what makes our events successful, but not every school gets it. If we don't include our campus culture, relay marketing sounds like this. We have this thing called Relay for Life. You sign up online, fundraise a little bit, want to sign up? But when we include our why, when we embrace our campus culture, and when we include our identity and our traditions, it sounds more like this. Our campus community is 40,000 students strong. We have the resources here and now to make a big impact in the fight against cancer. And we know that when we walk together, we are bigger than cancer. So walk with us. Come together with 40,000 students. Join us at Relay for Life, a 12-hour overnight event that helps to raise life-saving funds for your American Cancer Society. Want to sign up? When we take our campus identity, the traditions that we have, and we empower it and infuse it into the powerful relay traditions that we all in this room know and love, it's a powerful combination that makes a big difference. But to give you some examples of what campus culture looks like, because again, it's very hard to define, I want to show you two videos. The first of which is from the University of Michigan, who does an excellent job of showing tangible examples of how students, faculty, staff, and the institutions upon which they learn, their Michigan identity, can embrace the mission of the American Cancer Society, can help save more lives. So let's take a look.
When you're out on your own and you need some time to decide whether you're strong enough, whether you should give up a try as you stand on your own, here's hoping you'll find it's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. When it seems impossible and you think that you might be lost, when your feet start to run and the shackles come off, look around for the things you need. You'll find them inside. It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. I'm not living without hope. You can't tell me that I'm wrong. Trading places with the person that I thought I was before. You can't tell me that I'm wrong, just as long as I survive. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be alive.
That is what Relay can look like if you infuse your campus culture, your identity, your traditions, the place that you call home, into Relay for Life. The second video I want to show you is from Virginia Tech. Many of you know that Virginia Tech is our largest collegiate relay across the country. They raise so much money each and every year, but they're not our largest school that has a relay. So why are they so successful? What sets them apart? Why are they different? Their school has a motto that means service to others. But the event leadership team at Virginia Tech knows that that's only one component of their identity. There are other traditions that make a Hokie call themselves a Hokie. And when they're looking at planning their events, when they're looking to innovate, to continue to grow, to engage new people and have a successful experience, they don't just look at their service to others motto. They include other components of their identity. So let's take a look at how they answer the question, what is Relay? Something that a lot of us struggle with in our community.
Do you know what Relay for Life is?
No, I don't.
I have no idea. No.
I've heard of it.
A whole bunch of people running for a cause.
For cancer?
I turn the music up, I got my records on. From beneath the rug, we'll sing a rebel song. Don't wanna see another generation drop. I'd rather be a comma than a full stop. Maybe I'm in the black, maybe I'm on my knees. Maybe I'm in the gap between the two.
It's a foundation that raises money for cancer awareness and for medical research into cancer to help find the cure.
The American Cancer Society defines what the event is and how it's put together, but it does not define what it looks like. That's where every single one of you in this room, whether you're an event leader, a staff partner, or a top team captain, that's where you come in. That's where your innovative ideas can have a huge, lasting impact on Relay for Life in your community. We talk about our successful college events, and Jeff mentioned earlier that we can't just think outside the box. We have to break the box this year. We have to not just look at, oh, these are creative ideas that may or may not work on our campuses, but we have to think creatively. We have to be ambitious. We cannot be afraid to flaunt our short shorts, and whatever that looks like today, at least. That is what is going to lead us into the next 30 years to make Relay not just strong this year, but stronger each and every year for years to come. And you want to know the secret behind the most successful campus Relay for Life events? Okay, maybe you don't. Do you want to hear the secret behind? All right. Behind marketing, behind fundraising, behind the event itself, we understand that it's not what the event is, but what's within it. Because our success in the global fight against cancer, our success in these past 30 years of Relay for Life is not because the American Cancer Society Relay for Life is in our community, but it's because our community is in Relay for Life. Our community, the people we turn to for compassion, for inspiration, for motivation, the people who we laugh and cry with, the people who we celebrate, remember, and fight back with are in Relay. It's not that Relay for Life is in our community that we're successful. No, that's not it. But it's because our community is in Relay for Life. And when we embrace that idea, we understand that that is the difference between hosting a fundraising event and developing an unforgettable experience in all of our communities. It helps us reinvigorate, re-energize, and renew the spirit of our communities to show that a cure is possible, that purple is more than just a color, that your community can and does have a huge impact in the fight against cancer, and that when we come together as a community, when we fight back together, the impact of Relay for Life is limitless. Because what you're producing is more than just dollars for our life-saving mission. It's more than just experiencing a 6, 12, or 24-hour event, but it's hope. Something that no event put together by a committee can ever accomplish. But it's the why. Our hope is our why. Our communities are so ingrained in our mission that when we take our identity, when we take our traditions and we infuse them into Relay for Life, that is what will make us successful. It's why our college events got involved, it's why our college students stay involved, and it's what will make the difference moving forward to make Relay that much stronger. But I want to issue a challenge to you in my last 2 minutes. We understand that our college students are so ingrained in their campus culture, so ingrained in their identities. But 1 in every 3 college students who volunteers with the American Cancer Society in their undergraduate career does not stay involved with the society after they graduate. And that's a number we need to change. We talk about fragmenting our volunteer base yesterday with Dr. Sefrin, and this is something that we need to change, and it comes down to all of you. Because our students call Relay home because they call their school home. Because our school's identities and our traditions are so ingrained in our campus culture that that is the biggest difference that we can make. And when our students graduate and move into the over 5,000 communities across the country that have a Relay for Life event, they know that they can participate. They know that you have an event. They know what it looks like and what goes into planning it, but they don't know why to get involved. Why should they call another community home? They're already a part of Relay Nation. They already know what hope looks like, but they don't know why they should get involved in your community. And so when we look at our success factors for the year to come, and when you look at innovating, not just incorporating novel ideas, but innovating for 2015, keep in mind this: that the American Cancer Society Relay for Life is not just in your community, but we're making progress in the global fight against cancer because your community is all in Relay for Life. Are you with me? And it is that understanding that will make this new Relay model not just bring more people, but build more fun. Build those emotional ties that will keep them coming back. It's that understanding that will make the biggest difference between hosting fundraising events and hosting unforgettable experiences in communities across the country. And it's what will help us save more lives. The American Cancer Society Relay for Life is not in your community, but your community as a whole is in Relay for Life. That is what will help us save more lives. My name is Kyle Polke. I've been relaying since 2007. I'm a member of the National Campus Leadership Team, and I am so proud to say that Relay for Life is 30 years strong. Thank you.
Kyle.